What up, YouTube? Dreamer Girl Infinity here. And it's been about a week since, either a week or two since I've uploaded a video. And reason being, I've been having family over for 4th of July and just hanging out with everybody. And I would like to say, originally I was going to make a video of my reaction, talking about, like, literally my reaction to the MJ fans in France, suing Wade Robson and James Safechuck, for defamation, again, for defamation, for the Leaving Neverland, film. And I was going to talk about that, and I will get to that either tomorrow or the latest being Sunday. But I felt like I really couldn't, make that video without talking about the situation with Cameron Boyce. And and yeah, it's taken me a week to do, really, because again, I've had family over, and it's a little hard for me to process, like, in a way, because it's really shocking and so sad. And but I will share with you guys my feelings and my thoughts, on this whole situation with his passing. And just talk to you guys and just kind of like see if, like, there's anything we can really relate to, within this situation, because it was just a really sad, devastating loss. Like, I think for those of us who grew up on Disney Channel, like, within 2000, like within the early 2000s to even like 2010s, like even beyond that, it's a devastating loss. Like, for me, it's like a little bit for me, especially because I have grown up with Disney Channel. And I kind of really stopped watching Disney Channel, like, really just around like 2014, when I just turned 14. But um but I think losing Cameron Boyce, like, it was a really shocking thing for me, because that day, like June or July 6th, like, I was up with my family at Universal Studios. We were having a good time, and we were enjoying each other's company. And then the next day I wake up, my family, they're getting ready to pack up and leave, and I'm just scrolling on my phone, and I see this tribute, being made by Teresa Loves, Michael Jackson, and Harry Styles, talking about rest in peace to Cameron Boyce. And I'm like, what? And I immediately start looking him up, saying, like, no, no, this better be a joke. Like, this, no, like, this cannot be real. So I went on to Cameron Boyce's Wikipedia page. I found out his passing there, and immediately, once I found out, I'm like, my God, you're kidding. And it's it's shocking. Like, it's fucking shocking, because it's like, I don't, it's hard for me, like, learning about his passing was, like, hard for me to process, because he was so young. He was like 20 years old, and it's like, and just finding that out, it was devastating, just hearing about how, like, he passed away in his sleep due to a medical condition he was receiving. And it's just shocking, because you look at him and you think, like, because he had all this much energy, it's like you don't think there's anything wrong with him. He's completely fine. But you don't, again, like, it's hard, to think that there could be something wrong, because it's like you don't know him personally. So it's like, it was shocking, like, it really was. And my feelings, like, how I kind of took his loss, it's like, first I took it, as a shock, because it's like, again, him being 20 years old, it's just, you don't think, that anybody within that time range, or within that age range, could just, pass away like that. And it was hard for me to take in. And I think the next stage for me was fear, really, fear. Because, and I really don't want to make this about me, because it's like, this shouldn't be about me, because like, surrounding, like, Cameron Boyce, him and his work, and how, like, his family and friends are taking it, like, I know I shouldn't be talking about me, but it's like, I feel like I have to share my feelings with you guys to just really see if there's anything, like, we could relate to. Because the next feeling that really, like, kind of overtook me, like, on that day when I found out, was fear. Because because it's just, like, I just kept fearing, like, what if something like that happens to me? Because it's like, being 19, like, he was not too far off, like, he was just a year older than me when he passed away. And it's like, being like a year older younger than him, or being a year younger than him, it's like, it makes you think, like if this could happen to Cameron, like this could happen to anybody. Like it could happen to me, it could happen to the kid next door, like anybody. And it made me afraid, because it's like he had so much left to do in his life. Like his life was really just barely beginning. Like he has done some work in film, and he was doing his own fair share of work in philanthropy, and within charity work, and kudos to him. But it's like literally his life was just barely beginning. He was just going to move in with his friends, and he was going to explore more of what he could do within his career and life. And it's like his life was just cut short last week, and it scared me a little, because it's like what if something like that happens to me, and I barely even began to live my life, to find out what I want to do, for the future that I want to live. And it's like, and it's scary, to think that something like that could happen to you, especially within this age range. And like it kind of scared me for a little bit. And but most of all, it is really sad, because you don't think anything like this could happen to someone like really young and really full of energy, because he was so full of energy. Like he was a dancer, he was above all an actor. And it's like you don't think that there could be really anything wrong with him, because he seemed fine. He seemed really fine. And it's just, I think really where I'll remember Cameron the most was when I was younger. I used to watch Jessie. Like I think it started off in 2011. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was either 2010 or 2011, and I went up to 2014, which was a little bit before the show ended. And it's like I just remember seeing him as Luke Ross, and just laughing at all of his, at all of his pranks, all of his, mischief. And it's like, he was so funny. Like he just brought me with a lot of joy, and I enjoyed it. And I have seen a few clips of him on Descendants. I haven't really watched the series, and I really don't plan to, but I have seen a few clips of him, playing, Cruella de Vil's son, and I think he's done a good job with that role. And I've seen, again, what he's done, with his humanitarianism, or humanitarian work. And I think he's done a great job, trying to promote, like the need for water, within different countries. And I think that's really cool of him to do. And it's just, like, he was going to do so much, and it's like, to hear that his life got cut short last week, it was really sad, and really, I don't think there's any much more I can say on this situation, except for the fact that my heart does go out to his family, my heart does go out to his friends, like, anybody that knew him and loved him, for who he was, my heart goes out to you. I hope, you can take from this situation what you will, and just remember him, for being the kind, funny, caring person that he was. And it's a sad situation, but, let's not forget, not only him being an actor, but him being the person, him wanting to make a change, and I actually did hear too, just even seeing him dance, he was a moonwalker from what I heard. He was a moonwalker, and from one moonwalker to another. Cameron, I do respect you, and it's just, God, it's just so sad. It's just really sad. But again, my heart does go out to his family and friends, and I hope you guys will be doing okay, and let's just continue to remember him, and just enjoy him for who he was. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully tomorrow I will be back, with the video of my thoughts on the MJ fans in France, suing Wade Robson and James Safechuck, for defamation. Hopefully I'll be able to get to that tomorrow night. But again, thank you guys for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation, how it's affected you, which role did you enjoy, Cameron Boyce playing, if or how you grew up with him, what he means to you. Let me know of that in the comments. just let me know, and that's all I really have to say. Thank you guys for watching, and I love you, Cameron.